What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of General Hospital. I enjoyed this episode. I got a lot of fucking laughs out of this episode. Shit was hilarious. Um, but first and foremost, I am so happy that Marshall and Jordan had that conversation and they cleared the air. Cause it's like Jordan, I'm pretty sure she always gonna carry around that guilt of what she did to Tommy all those years ago. But she's human, and I'm glad Marshall was honest with her because he felt like, he's partly responsible for that too. Um, generally just for not being there for his kids and all that stuff. But it happened. It's like you can't turn back the clock. You know what I'm saying? You can't go back in time and fix it. All you could do is, try to make amends and live for today and, be a better person than you were before, and I feel like that's what his focus should be. And I feel like that's what it is at this point. He also wanted to know from Jordan, did she ever see any signs of schizophrenia in Tommy back then? But she didn't. She said, she worked with people who dealt with schizophrenia and stuff, and she didn't see any of the signs in Tommy. His anger and stuff like that was just, his mental health issues was mainly due to PTSD and not schizophrenia. But I'm glad, man. I'm glad Marshall and Jordan were able to put the past behind them and leave the past in the past and move forward, and be cool with each other. So I'm glad that they did that. I was looking at Curtis, man, when he was proposing to Portia. I'm like, Curtis, put that ring back. Put that ring back in the box where you got it. Bring it back to the jewelry store where you got it. Trust me, bro. This ain't what you want to do. You don't want to get on bended knee and propose to this little lying woman. You're going to live to regret it. She fine, I get it. But you don't do this, brother. Don't do it. Don't do it. Playboy, put that ring back. And TJ was sitting over there filming the whole thing and stuff like that. Portia accepted. She said yes. I said, if only Curtis knew. So Jordan ended up popping up or whatever because she was supposed to be having lunch or whatever with TJ. So TJ fills her in on the engagement, and Jordan was like, she's not surprised that they were going to get engaged and get married and stuff. She's not shocked because she was like, shit, the writing was on the wall. They bought a house together. So Jordan went over, she congratulated them and stuff like that. And Curtis was wondering if the congratulations was genuine. Like, was she, just saying that just, to say it, or was she genuinely happy? My thing is, I feel like yes and no. I feel like yes, she's genuinely happy, and no, she's not. Like, she claims that, she just want to move on the same way he moved on. I feel like it's true, but it's not. Feelings are definitely still there for her in terms of her wanting Curtis and stuff. The feelings are still there. I feel like feelings on his end might still be there too. Might be. You never really know. But I know for her, it's definitely certain. Because at the end of the day, Jordan is a fine-ass woman. She shouldn't have no problem finding a man. I'm pretty sure her and Drew probably could have worked something out if Carly wasn't hogging him. But, I think she didn't move on with nobody else because, quite frankly, she didn't want to. So anyway, Portia ended up getting a call from that genetics lab or whatever about scheduling an appointment because she wants to know if Trina, carries that schizophrenic trait. And mind you, while she's on the phone booking that appointment, Jordan was behind her eavesdropping on that conversation. I feel like Jordan might be the one to bust that secret wide open. She might be the one because she got all the evidence. Remember when they were in that basement and stuff like that, sucking up all that carbon monoxide and shit, and Portia pretty much made that little confession that, I got to tell the truth about Trina's father. She got that. Now you got this phone call. Because why is she meeting up with a genetics lab or whatever for Trina? Like, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't got nothing to do with biological fathers and stuff, then why else would you be doing that? Why would you be worrying about her having a trait for somebody who's not her father? So hopefully the truth comes out. I'm pretty sure it will. And hopefully when Jordan busts that truth open, she come with some receipts. Because Curtis ain't going to believe it unless you see, some type of receipts and whatnot. So anyway, moving on from that, we get to this damn picnic, and Michael, Willow was getting ready to tell Michael the truth about the cancer and all that type of stuff, and Michael sees Sonny there. So he abruptly walks over to Sonny because he was like, "Oh, I thought you would have some sense to stay at home. Like, why are you here?" And Sonny told him, he was like, "Listen, I understand this is a Quartermain, estate or whatever, but this is for charity. This is for the hospital." And Sonny was like, "Shit, I'm a donor of the children's wing, so of course I'm gonna be here. I'm allowed to be here." So Michael pretty much, slammed the door in Sonny's face. Sonny said, "You know what?" Sonny said, "Y'all bitches trying me today," because Sonny was on one today. Like, he was on one with Michael and he was on one with Nikolas. Sonny was 2 seconds off all they asses today. Sonny said, "I had enough of you bitches. Y'all not gonna slam doors in my face." Sonny opened that damn door and waltzed his ass up in that house. He said, "Let me tell you something, bitch." He was... Sonny said, "Listen, you ever do that shit again," he said, "that's the last motherfucking door you ever gonna slam. Let me be clear on that." Sonny was not playing with Michael. Sonny said, "I don't know who you think you are just because you're a grown man. Let me remind you who I am. Like, don't you ever slam no door." I felt that. But it would have went a little different with my mother. I felt that, though, because if you ever... And it's not really a race thing, but, in a black household, it's like you slam the door, you catch an attitude with your parent, that's the last time you gonna slam a door and catch an attitude. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I grew up. You know what I mean? Let me slam a door in my mother's face. Please. I would be a motherfucking ghost right now. Like, you wouldn't even see flesh on me. You'll see through me right now. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't slam no door in your damn parent face. That just ain't going down. And Sonny had to remind him. He said, "Listen, I'm your damn father. You might be pissed at me, but don't you ever think that you can slam no damn door up in my face." Sonny was on one. And, Willow had to kind of diffuse the situation and calm it down. And she kept trying to tell Michael about the cancer. And here go Olivia now interrupting, bringing Wiley in and stuff. "Oh, you guys go outside and have fun." Ma'am, she trying to tell this man something. So now that she got interrupted twice, she decided to keep it to herself. And she told Terry, she was like, "Listen, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait until the second trimester." And Terry was like, "So you ain't even tell your family?" She was like, "No, I'm going to wait." She said, "I'm going to wait," because she felt like if she told Michael, then because I guess she's 3 weeks away from her second trimester or whatever. So she was like, "I'm going to wait, because if I tell Michael now, we just going to be fighting about it up until that point, because he's going to want her to have the start treatment immediately." Of course he would. I feel like Willow, let me tell you something. I understand she doesn't want to lose another child. I get it. But I also feel like a part of her is being selfish, because for one, it's like you're not thinking about the child that you currently have on Earth right now. That boy already lost his biological mother, thank God. But now you're subjecting him to the possibility of losing yet another mother. Because the longer you wait, the worse the diagnosis is going to be for you. Like, that cancer will have time to spread the longer you wait. I understand she don't want to lose another child, but no matter what decision you make, you are running the possibility of not only losing that child, but also losing your life. If you get treatment now, yes, you could possibly lose that child. If you don't get treatment, you're losing the child and you. So that means that to me, that's her being selfish, because that means Michael and Wiley will have to grieve even harder. They're going to have to grieve for the child that was just lost. They're going to have to grieve you. You know what I'm saying? That's double the loss. It's like, don't make them go through that. Don't do that. To me, it's just not right. Don't put them through that. I feel like, at the end of the day, she should just go on ahead and get the treatment immediately. Her and Michael can still have more kids and stuff like that. At least you'll be here. You know what I'm saying? I know it's easier said than done, but it can be done. So anyway, moving on from that. Again, Sonny done had enough of people. Like, Olivia sitting there telling Sonny, "Oh, where's Nina? I'm surprised that she not here rubbing all our faces in y'all, with y'all relationship and all that stuff." And, Sonny sitting there talking about I wish that y'all could, people could be happy for us and stuff. That's where I felt like Sonny was wrong. Because at the end of the day, it should not matter what other people think. As long as you and Nina are happy with each other and that's what y'all want to do, that's all that matter. But you can't expect other people to be happy for y'all, because look at how y'all got together. You know what I'm saying? You expect people to be all gung ho. Let's throw them a party. Sonny's barking up the wrong tree. Like, if you really think these people, Carly and Olivia and Michael and all these people, gonna be happy for y'all relationship, you smoking that good cushion alcohol. Like, I'm just saying, like, you doing some real narcotic. If that's what you think, like, you really live in a fantasy world. Like, he just need to be happy. You know, if that's what makes you happy, then you and Nina need to be happy. It don't matter what anybody else think. So anyway, moving on from that, Ava and freaking Nikolas have been on one ever since they showed up to the party. They showed up to the picnic bickering. And Olivia was like, she said, listen, this is a party. It's for charity. Y'all want to argue? Take that shit somewhere else. Take it down the road. I totally agree with Olivia on that, because one thing I can't stand is when somebody come up in here with that arguing and bickering when I'm trying to catch a vibe. Like, if I'm at a party or something like that, don't come in here with that negative shit. Like, don't do that. And I'm like, here they come up in here bickering. I'm like, y'all could go back to the castle with all that foolishness. So Ava and Sonny started talking and stuff like that, and started talking about Esme. And he was like, you know, it was very amateur of Esme to post on social media and stuff like that. So Nikolas pretty much comes in and started picking a fight with Sonny. Like, oh, stop badgering my wife. And, you know, Sonny was like, listen, I'm about tired of y'all hoes today, because all y'all keep trying me. And they going back and forth and stuff, and Ava had to calm that shit down. First of all, Nikolas, you could puff that little chest out all you want to. You better suck that chest back in before it get hit. Because remember the last time you went toe-to-toe with Sonny, his guards done beat your ass already. Then when you put your hand on his shoulder, he damn near broke your little hand. So you might want to back your little ass up. I'm just saying, this ain't the fight that you want. Like, Sonny done bested you numerous times so far. You really want to try again? Unless you've been taking some kickboxing classes or something, you feel like you could take him down, you might want to sit your ass down. I'm just saying. Like, this you barking up the wrong tree. Because he's sitting there telling Ava, oh, I'm always going to defend you. Because even Ava was like, why are you picking a fight with Sonny? Oh, he was badgering you. He was bothering you. I'm going to defend you. You're my wife. Nikolas, shut up. Too little, too late. We all know you trying to win brownie points by puffing out your chest. And also, of course, he's trying to steer Sonny away from the whole Esme conversation anyway, because clearly he don't want that conversation to be talked about. He don't want to have that. So I get it. So anyway, moving on from that, you know, Leo up in the kitchen mixing up this damn concoction. This little voodoo mess. This little love potion. I'm like, do that shit even really work? Because he's sitting here just mixing and mixing and mixing. I'm like, is it really going to go down? Like, do it really work? You know, Dante was wondering what he doing, and Sam came up in there and stuff like that. And Leo even got the impression that him and Sam weren't on, you know, good terms, like, or great terms. And Dante was like, shit, it seemed like it. So he's sitting here mixing up this little concoction. Drew and Carly and all them doing this little 3-legged race and stuff. And you know who I was happy to see? Yuri. Yuri done brought a dish and stuff. I said, Yuri is up in the house? Okay. I miss Yuri. You know, I think him and Monica could be a thing, because he had a crush on her. Even though Monica's up there in age, he was checking her out. He said, listen, I could do some things with that. That's experience, Punani. I can handle that. Listen, y'all better get Yuri and Monica together. I'm just saying. I would love to see them as a couple. So they sitting there doing the race or whatever, and you know, BLQ and Chase ended up losing because I guess he must have tripped or whatever, and they landed on top of each other and all that mess. I said, y'all might as well go ahead and get together. They might as well. Like, stop playing these little games. Because even BLQ, you know, wanted to talk to Carly about what's going on with her and Drew. And Carly keeps on insisting, like, there's nothing going on. We're not a couple. We're not booed up. It ain't going down. And BLQ pretty much told her, listen, y'all need to figure out what y'all doing. You know, like, y'all don't want to waste time and stuff. Y'all need to have a conversation. And I agree. And Carly agreed. She was like, yeah, well, you need to take your own advice and talk to Chase about what y'all doing. So mind you, Leo brings the drinks out. You know, he got them all in red Solo cups and stuff. And we see a bunch of different hands pick up the cups. I'm like, oh my God. Carly got a cup. Drew got a cup. BLQ has a cup. And mind you, she ran into Dante. I said, no. Because just in case that foolishness worked, y'all with the wrong parties. And Sam and Chase bumped into each other and they both got a cup. I said, oh, hell to the nah. Because if y'all drink that and y'all around the wrong people, I don't even know if that shit is even going to work. I'll be surprised. And Leo noticed that the cups were gone. And he told his mother, he said, "Oh, the cups are gone. The potion that I mixed." I said, "Oh, God. Please tell me that voodoo witchcraft don't work." I hope not. Cause I'm like, all the wrong people gonna be shacking up. I'm like, this the last thing we need is to see the wrong motherfuckers kissing and all in bed. I'm like, listen, no. Yeah, I need to get with y'all respective partner now. Funny thing is, even Ava and Nikolas had red solo cups. So I'm like, damn, everybody got red solo cups. I'm like, uh-oh. Who got the potions? Who got them? But anyway, I enjoyed this episode. I got a good kick out of this. Anyway, y'all hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought, and I'll see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.